Hello friends, it's me, KITT. When I'm not out fighting crime, I like to follow my friends at knightriderhistorians.com. Check it out.
Hey everyone, it's Joe here with another update on our insert dash. As you can see, the dash has come quite a long way since we acquired it back in January. It's now been fully refinished, the pods have been reattached, and we have it test fit back in the original screen use car that it was in. As you may remember, this dash was the dash that sat on the soundstage at Universal Studios and was used for all the close-up shots for the third and fourth season. After the show ended, the car was put on display at Universal Studios, and the dash was taken out of storage and installed in this car. So that's the quick backstory. If you want to know the backstory in detail, check out our previous videos and you'll see the whole story on this dash. You'll see all the restoration work that we've done on it so far. And we're quite pleased with how it's coming, but now it's time to turn our attention to the electronics, which may be just as difficult, if not more difficult, than refinishing this dash. So today I want to talk about specifically the countdown, because the restoration of the countdown is actually complete. So you can see it here. We've, we took the original bezel and we cleaned it up. There were holes drilled in it for whenever it was put on display. Those holes weren't there whenever the dash was used on the soundstage at Universal. Basically, it was put in so they could screw it down to the dash so no one could steal it. None of the tourists coming to sit in the car, the tens of thousands of tourists, if not hundreds of thousands of tourists that sat in this car from the late 80s through the early 90s. So the first thing we did is we filled in those holes because we wanted to return it back to the condition it was in when it was in the stage dash. So we filled in those holes and we gave it a new coat of paint. The other paint on it was really chipped, and also it was a high gloss black that they sprayed over the original. So when we were sanding this down, we actually found the original matte finish underneath, which was kind of cool. All of the electronics in here are original. All the LEDs are original. The igniters label, the I and the S were rubbed off and missing. So we very carefully recreated the I and the S only and added them back on. But other than that, all of them are original. Whenever they wired this dash up to be in this car, they removed all of the functionality for the stage dash, the insert dash. It's either insert dash or stage dash. It's technically called the insert dash. Sometimes they call it the stage dash as well. But anyways, so whenever they rewired this, they actually removed the functionality for the lights to come on in sequence, and they just hardwired them all four to come on when power is applied. So we fixed that. We turned it back. We redid some of the wiring and made it so they will light in sequence. Now, one thing you'll notice, we're going to show you our first test run of the bar being lit in sequence, which was really kind of cool. But the power LED, so I don't know how much, some of you guys know about LEDs, arrays, and some of you don't, but these LED bars are actually made up of multiple little LEDs inside of this bar. Well, in this power bar, there's one LED on the far left that appears to be burnt out. We've done all the tests we can. We can't get it to light. There was talk about replacing it, but we didn't want to do that because it had the original label on it and the label looked good, and it would just stand out if we had a nice bright new LED in here and then all the other originals. So we made the decision to just leave it alone. So you'll notice whenever we go to power this up that the power light only half lights up. So it is what it is, and we'd rather have the original circuitry and the original label and the original LED in there. So this piece is now ready to be installed in the dash. We're not going to do that today, but it is 100% complete and ready to go. So so take a look and enjoy the first time of the countdown bar being powered up in the correct way in 30 4 years.
And now, while we listen to Joe's selection of Knight Rider music that we received directly from Don Peake himself, we'd like to thank these Patreon supporters. Look at you guys scrolling up the screen to my right. Wait a minute, how can you tell which side is my right since you can't see me because I'm not on camera? Oh well, you know what I mean. We're featuring these fine supporters at our Knight Rider Prop Restorer level. Thank you very much for your support. And for those of you at the Knight Rider History Hunter level, we're recognizing you right now in the description. Now, if you enjoyed seeing this golden nugget of Knight Rider history being rescued from obscurity, then please consider supporting us on Patreon. Your support would empower us to bring you even more of these historical nuggets. We are the Knight Rider Historians. Till next time, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.